And welcome to another edition of the Rescue Rundown. I'm Dave Morris here in the Oklahoman's video studio, joined by Wolfe from the Central Oklahoma Humane Society. Good morning.
Good morning.
Were you up all night with election coverage?
You know, I went to bed shortly after they proclaimed the winner and called it a day.
Called it a day. Well,
but you guys did not.
We did not. We were here late last night, and it was a fun night. And in the news business, election night is fun. But this morning, we're talking cats and dogs, and specifically cats. And who's our friend?
This is Bob. Bob is a 2-year-old domestic short hair mix. He is a lover. He just loves love in all forms and fashions. He's not really active. He kind of just likes to lay back and enjoy the view, but oh my goodness, does he love some belly rubs and some ear scratches.
Oh, really?
So he, if you're looking for a lover and not a fighter, he is at the OK Humane Adoption Center today at 7500 Northwestern.
I should also explain we're live streaming this on the News OK Facebook page and Facebook Live app. So we have Bob front and center right there. Now, how did you guys come across Bob?
Bob actually came to us through Oklahoma City Animal Welfare. Bob actually has an interesting little injury. He has a little bobtail that you can see there. There you go, Facebook. And that's, I think, the reason why we named him Bob, Bobtail. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of bobtails, is that a good thing, a bad thing?
You know, usually we see it because it's an injury kind of situation, like it got stuck in something, or you know, he got in a fight with something. Or
I would just assume that would hurt, not feel good for the cat.
Absolutely.
Sorry for bringing up bad memories there, Bob.
Bob.
All right, but he appears to be a very healthy cat.
He is, and he's so loving and just so sweet. I just cannot get enough of him.
One last thing on this. This is the first time we've actually had an adult cat in the studio. We've had an adult dog, or two, or maybe three, and some kittens, but never an adult cat. But you say one time a cat got away, gotten up at the ceiling tile.
It has happened before. We have had a cat in the ceiling tiles before, and I'm praying that it doesn't happen today because this is my very first adult cat on air. So far, so good.
Bob is handling himself well.
He is.
All right, it's storm season in Oklahoma as March rolls around. In fact, across the street yesterday and today, the Tornado Summit is going on as a lot of people in the weather industry, media and otherwise from around the country gather to talk about the upcoming storm season. You're here to talk about the upcoming kitten season?
It's a different kind of storm. In the animal welfare world, kitten season is upon us, and severe weather season, of course, which applies to pets as well. But we are looking into kitten season coming soon. Right now, the city shelter, strangely empty of cats.
Does this happen often?
No, it does not. It's the calm before the storm, we think. So kitten season happens when the weather gets warm. Of course, we've all, or perhaps we've all seen a cat have kittens under a bush or under a porch or somewhere like that, and we have some really great tips to help save some lives this kitten season.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's start with the very first tip. Don't touch the kittens. I think that's the first thing we should say.
And why do you say that?
Everybody wants to save kittens that they find because they want to save them from other predators or different circumstances. And of course, if the weather is bad or if you do have a sense of urgency to save the kittens, then of course save the kittens. But if the kittens are pretty safe with their mother, let's leave them there, because if the mother comes back, she'll be able to take care of them much easier, and they have a better chance of survival staying with their mother. And you know, if the mother has stayed with them for 7-8 weeks and you've seen her taking care of those kittens, then once they're weaned, it's safe to take them to your local animal shelter. But you know, it's just best to leave them with their mother.
I see Bob eyeing the ceiling tiles. I saw you look up there a second ago, Bob.
Don't you even think about
He's
it, Bob.
like, you know what? I bet I could do this. What's something else we should know? Cats, you say here, are 13 times more likely to return home. What do you mean by that?
So if a cat ends up in a shelter, for whatever reason it may be, it is 13 times more likely to find its owner if you just let it be a cat on its own out in the outdoors. Chances are those cats are going to go straight back home. They have really great compasses to find their homes. The national return rate on a cat, which means cats going into the shelter and coming back out to their owner, is less than 2%. So if you do find a cat or kittens, it's best to kind of give them some time and then assess the situation and use your best judgment on whether or not to take them to your local shelter or not.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. I like the phrase you have here. Stop where you are and put the kittens down.
Yes, I know it's tempting to pick up the kittens and take them home and make sure that they're safe, but stop where you are, put them down and let them be for just a little while to assess the situation.
All right, any upcoming events? I know we mentioned the partnership that you have with Coop L. Is that still coming up?
That's coming up
Okay.
this weekend. We have the anniversary party for Coop. It's actually their 6th anniversary.
And some of the proceeds go to you guys.
Yes, the proceeds of the event go to us, and who doesn't like local brew and local pets? It's a win-win. So come out and see us. It's at the Coop Brewery on Saturday, March 5th.
Very good. And of course, you can come see Bob, 7500 Northwestern.
Yes, he'll be waiting for somebody to come scratch his belly.
All right. Abby, as always, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you for
bringing
having
in
us.
Bob. All right, more rescue rundowns can be found online at newsok.com and on the Central Oklahoma Humane Society's website as well.